It's the evolution of American fashion. New York Fashion Week is just a few days away, believe it or not, and there are some fabulous trends that everyone should be keeping their eyes on if you want to be in the know.
That's right. Joining us now is the Dean of Fashion, Dr. Courtney A. Hammonds. Welcome.
Listen, my favorite duo. How are y'all?
You know.
And we're twinning today.
Yes.
We are
No
all rocking
plans
it. The
around-
black, the white, all the things. We're so glad you're here. We want to talk about the emerging trends, the themes for New York Fashion Week. What stood out to you?
Listen, are you ready to go on an excursion on the runway?
Yes.
So listen, we're already preparing your wardrobe capsules a year in advance. So a lot of people don't realize that Fashion Week is literally a season ahead, right? A year ahead. So this is spring, summer 2024-25. And so we're already a year out. I cannot wait for this. You ready for the twin?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm ready.
The trends this year, I'm actually wearing one. It's an homage to all things 80s. Oh, I'm so excited about it. And this amazing brand, Vontel.
Yes.
Listen, what better
We love
way
Vontel,
to
they
represent,
feel
right?
Yes.
Right. I love the emergence. You're gonna see all things big shoulder pads. You're gonna see a vintage homage to frames, wonderful colors and silhouettes, all things Dynasty on steroids, as I say.
I love that.
Dynasty, yes. And honestly, 80s, they're known for the colors of that era.
They
because
are.
You really muted everything the past few
Right,
years.
right.
Been neutral. So
Dare
I'm
to
ready
be
for a pop.
square.
We love
Listen,
the
pop
pop
it out.
Dare to be square. Come on. Now, sustainability and diversity is also going to be front and center during New York Fashion Week. Give us the tea.
Listen, it's all about sustainability year-round, but specifically in this season, what I love, if we're going to look at fabrications as well, we're looking at taking old and making that drab to fab. And look at this jacket that I'm wearing, right? Because we're really doing an homage to Andre Leon Talley. What better way to give him honor? The king of fashion in New York and the world. But what I also want you to recognize is today is all about statement pieces, right? You don't have to overthink the process. Have that one hero, as I always say, be able to walk in the room, change the environment, but have a conversation, right? Just with your attire. So a lot of that is really bold, is daring, but it's also you. And what I love in this season is that we're embracing authenticity and individuality as well.
Yeah, and that begins with these designers.
Yes.
Can you talk about any standouts?
It's all about not just the name brands, but the emerging designers too, right? I mean, be able to mix them up, right? And so what I love is that you're gonna have CFDA represented. You're gonna have designers from here to there, from the 6th to the 11th of September. And guess what? Fashion Week doesn't just start in New York, it ends in Paris, but it actually already started in Copenhagen.
Yes, it
So a lot
did.
of these styles are really already on the runway of life, and we're representing and seeing those. And going back to the designers, these designers that we're going to be seeing in New York in particular are those that are untapped. I can't wait to come back and tell you what is really being seen on and off the runway, because they are making their names great and they're reverberating already on the runways of New York.
What I also love about you is that you bring people along on the journey that haven't necessarily had the opportunity to come up to New York. Talk about the trip that you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much. You know, a shameless ploy and plug. But over 15 years, I've been doing a tour for New York Fashion Week and beyond called Life is a Runway, giving people an opportunity to go front and center, sit front row, no pun intended, to shows that they never would have had an opportunity to do. And what made me do that is because I go back to my experience at Bryant Park, where New York Fashion Week first started, and I snuck into the show. So don't listen, y'all. If they're watching, don't judge me. It's too late. We're 20 years out. But I never want people to feel left out, especially if it's a passion point for them. It doesn't even have to be a passion. It can just be something that's on their bucket list, right? And so be able to take them to that opportunity to be able to shop afterwards with the designers, meet them, chat and chew, and just be fabulous.
You are fabulous.
Oh,
we love
thank you.
We love that you're sharing this, because it gives our viewers an opportunity to really live this through you. Because again, not everybody can get to Paris or New York.
Or the girlies in Denmark, Copenhagen.
Listen, they were serving all the things, right?
Okay.
And so we're going to make an announcement next year, February. Get your coins together, everyone, because I want to take y'all and whoever else wants to go with me. And the reason why, because this is all inclusive, right? And so we don't want to make this a one and done. We really want to continue the conversation of all things fashion, all things availability, because I do have the ticket for you. Just come along the ride.
Oh, that's the perfect way to end. Everyone, Dr. Courtney A. Hammonds.
Thank you all.
Talking fun and
Love
fashion.
y'all. Love y'all.
Happy fall.
Happy
fall.
We can't wait to see what you come back with. For more information and to follow his journey, just check it all out on atlliveshow.com. Thank you.
Bye-bye.